Okay, one more attempt to talk about what we were going to talk about originally. We have this really bad habit of going elsewhere because we're very scatterbrained. I call myself confetti brain for a reason, okay? Just imagine a pinata. That's my head all the time. It's my head, and I'm constantly banging the fuck out of it. And it's nothing but confetti coming out. It's fucking annoying. I hate it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm that way. I'm sorry more for myself than I am for you. But you wouldn't know that because you're not me. But anyway, let's continue. So, I think that a lot of people are brainwashed to think that they have to do certain things. A lot of people talk about this in regards to feminism, but it's y'all that insist that women be behind a vacuum cleaner. I hate to break it to you, but that's not really good for women to think of themselves that way. The visual that I want is a woman with a baby sucking her titty. That's my visual of a woman, okay? That's what women are supposed to do. Women are supposed to be nurturing. Women are supposed to be compassionate. Try to be all those things without having to be a mom, because I don't think that I'm supposed to be a mom. If I am, I'll be a mom, you know? I just don't understand, like, why people insist upon things that they might not be ready for. They might have other things that they're supposed to do, you know? I feel like art is such a huge responsibility, especially now, because nobody's doing art. Nobody's doing art because that whole system is ran by communists. So, of course, it's going to be communist art. Whatever the fuck that is, okay? It's all propaganda. That's why they're fucking with all the kids, man. Because if they get the kids when they're really young, they'll be commies for life. So, like I said, that's why we gotta infiltrate it with Christianity, you know? But something that I was thinking about, the whole social structure is communist. I mean, like, everything about the education system's communist, everything about medicine is communist. So, like, I don't understand why people have any hope in some bureaucrat they think is going to save the system from that. You know, no matter how good that bureaucrat might pretend to be. I mean, I don't want to just be hopeless about people, places, and things, but I kind of sort of am. And I have pretty strong evidence of that, like why I should continue to be hopeless in that. But remember, I know I said that shit wrong. Remember that there's hope in hopelessness. Literally. The word hope is in the word hopelessness. So, that right there is just proof that we can change things. You know, it's all in perspective. It's all in how you look at it. So you can just flip it. Well, like, because I'm iconoclastic, I understand the value of religion, and I understand the value of the nuclear family and all that shit. Because I'm an artist. Like, I can see that that's a really beautiful thing, and I want people to have that, and I'll fight for them to have it, and I'll do jokes about it. I'll do material on that shit to reflect my viewpoints. But that doesn't mean that I want that for myself, you know? And culture gets a lot of shit because she doesn't have a family, and she's telling women that they should do that, and she has the best response to that criticism. She says, not many people can live my life. I think it's something along those lines. I mean, yeah, exactly. This life is for us only. And I think that women are jealous of that. I think that women want to pretend that they can be like that. They can do that, like, fierce independence thing, but they can't, because, like, they require other women, and they require stupid political philosophies to give their life meaning. You know, it really is the politics of meaning, like Hillary Clinton said. So it doesn't surprise me at all that people are this way. They're so erratic, they're so emotionally charged. You should try this if you can. It's like the best coffee ever. It's also almost $4, so can't be a cheapskate. But anyway, what was I saying? About the whole family structure. Yeah, I mean, I think that that's good. I think that that's the right way to do it. I think this whole, like, communal thing that liberals are trying to push, that's because they don't believe in the family
structure. They think that that's threatening. And it has everything to do with Marxism. It has everything to do with Karl Marx flipping the role of the woman. So instead of being like a traditional housewife that serves her husband and her kids, instead of doing that, oh, she plays a role in politics because, you know, she's a victim playing attention-seeking loser like he was. So, I just fucking hate Karl Marx. I mean, as smart as he was about certain things, like, I agree with him on certain things, but I feel like he was a piece of shit. But anyway, the nuclear family is a positive thing. I just don't want it because I'm such a fucking weirdo, you know? Can't really stop being a weirdo. I guess I could be that weirdo mom, but then my kids would get taken away by the state, and then I would kill a bunch of social workers and, like, blow up a federal building or something, you know? Like, that's what I would do if I had kids. So that's why I tell people, like, don't tell me to have kids, because I'm, like, way too protective, man. Way too protective. That's why I get so angry about the smartphones, because I'm protective over these children, and their parents don't even care, like, what they're looking at, as long as they're distracted. You know, it's really fucked up. I don't think I should have to explain why. Like, why do you have to be a schizo to see through this bullshit? You know? It is so hot. I know that you guys already know this, but I thought that I would reiterate. But I have to go to work now, for real.